2025 has been a powerhouse year for Netflix, delivering some of its most compelling and emotionally resonant series yet. This list isn't just about what's trending, it's about the shows that truly stood out on Netflix in 2025. So, if you've been wondering what's actually worth watching on Netflix this year, this video is for you. Stick around as we count down the best series Netflix has given us in 2025. Don't forget to comment below with your favorite pick, and if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Department Q.
There's a hand grenade about to go off.
With the highest rating on IMDb among the Netflix originals in 2025, Department Q is a gritty crime thriller released in May 2025. Director Scott Frank brings the best-selling Danish novel series by Jussi Adler-Olsen to life in Edinburgh, casting Matthew Good as Detective Carl Mork, alongside Alexei Manvalov and Leah Byrne. The story begins with Detective Mork returning to duty after surviving a deadly shooting that left his partner paralyzed. Reassigned to a basement-based cold case unit dubbed Department Q, he assembles a squad of misfits.
He feels responsible for what? Everything.
They begin with the mysterious 2020 disappearance of prosecutor Merritt Lingard, uncovering secrets hidden beneath Scotland's grey skies. The tension and emotional depth keep you hooked, as Good excels as the acerbic yet compelling Mork. Praised for redefining detective sidekick dynamics through Akram's nuanced portrayal, Department Q stands out as one of Netflix's strongest new crime dramas. Its visual tone of Edinburgh's gothic charm combined with Scott Frank's tight direction makes it both intense and immersive. American Primeval.
Why do you people have so much hunger to kill?
Netflix dropped this riveting limited series in January, directed by Peter Berg and starring Taylor Kitsch, Betty Gilpin, and Dane DeHaan. This 6-episode Western thriller is set during the 1857 Utah War. American Primeval dramatizes the brutal clash between Mormon militias, indigenous tribes, and everyday settlers in a story centered on Gilpin's character, Sarah, and her disabled son, Devin, who seeks safety in the harsh frontier. Isaac, played by Kitsch, a mountain man torn between cultures, becomes their protector.
Everything I've done, it's been for him.
As tensions erupt, viewers witness the harrowing Mountain Meadows Massacre, an unforgiving portrayal of early West conquest tangled between faith, survival, and betrayal. With a solid 8.0 rating on IMDb, the show is praised for its raw authenticity. What makes it one of Netflix's best is its blend of historical accuracy and emotional storytelling, backed by location-heavy filming in New Mexico, which brings a fresh, immersive experience. Asura. Asura quietly became a major critical triumph upon its January 2025 release. Directed and written by Hirokazu Koreeda, the Oscar-nominated auteur behind Shoplifters, the series reimagines Kuniko Mukoda's 1979 NHK drama Ashura no Gotoku into a slow-burning, emotional masterpiece. Set in 1979 Tokyo, the series follows 4 estranged sisters, played by Rie Miyazawa, Meichiko Ono, Yu Aoi, and Suzu Hirose, who reunite when their father's affair and secret child come to light. Each episode delivers new dimensions of their inner conflicts and relationships, using understated scenes to evoke complex emotional truths. The show holds a 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.6 rating on IMDb, making Netflix Japan's top 10 TV shows list for 5 consecutive weeks. Reddit communities and Letterboxd-style drama forums hailed it as the best J-drama in years. With its poetic pacing, tender performances, and masterful storytelling, Asura proves that subtle, emotional storytelling still resonates in the streaming era. When Life Gives You Tangerines.
삶을 살아줘. 너무나 어렵고 여전히 어린 그들의 계절에.
This warm, nostalgic, and utterly moving 16-episode South Korean series is directed by Kim Won-seok and written by Lim Sung-chun. Released on Netflix throughout March 2025, it's a decade-spanning romance set on Jeju Island. The show tells the deeply emotional love story of Isun and Gwon-sik, from their youthful dreams in the 1950s to the quiet reflections of their older years. Isun, played by IU, aspires to be a poet, despite family expectations and the weight of her island life. Gwon-sik, portrayed by Park Bo-gum, is the steadfast friend who quietly stands by her through heartbreak, societal shifts, and the passing decades.
사랑이 유죄야. 너도 엎어. 네가 엎기만 하면 뒤는 내가 다 처리해.
Older versions of the characters, played by Moon So-ri and Park Hae-jun, add richness to the portrayal of a love that matures with time. The show has an IMDb rating of 9.1 along with a perfect 100% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It won Best Drama, Best Screenplay, and Top Acting honors at the Baeksang Arts Awards. Widely regarded as one of the most beautifully written and acted K-dramas in years, the show is a poetic exploration of time, love, and longing. The Waterfront.
It's hard to find your way back.
The Waterfront is a gritty, emotionally charged, limited series created by Kevin Williamson and premiered on Netflix in June 2025. Set in a coastal town in North Carolina, The Waterfront explores the unraveling of the Buckley family, once the proud owners of a fishing empire. Now grappling with financial collapse, the family fights through moral compromise and family secrets. Harlan Buckley, played by Holt McCallany, is a retired patriarch recovering from 2 heart attacks. With the business slipping away, his wife Belle and son Kone take charge.
Ego. Power.
Pressured by debt, Kane agrees to smuggle drugs using their boat, pushing the family deeper into danger. Meanwhile, daughter Bree battles addiction, trying to rebuild her life and reconnect with her son. The series has a 7.0 rating on IMDb and spent 3 consecutive weeks in Netflix's global top 10. It opened at number 1 on Netflix's English language chart with over 8.3 million views in its debut week. It's praised for its emotional weight and strong performances, and it's a darkly compelling portrait of pride, desperation, and loyalty. Toxic Town.
I'm here for them and the damage my council did them.
Toxic Town is a British social drama created by Jack Thorne and directed by Minky Spiro. This limited series released on Netflix in September 2025, based on the true story of the Corby poisonings, one of the UK's worst environmental scandals. Set in the early 2000s, the series explores the emotional and legal battles faced by working-class families after discovering that their children were born with serious disabilities linked to toxic waste exposure. At the heart of the story are 3 mothers played by Jodie Whittaker, Amy Lou Wood, and Susan Wakama, who refuse to back down against a system stacked against them.
You're destroying it.
This is a battle for the kids because they don't have a choice. So we don't have a choice.
As they challenge the powerful local council and face the trauma of raising affected children, the series shines a light on corporate negligence and the strength of community. Toxic Town holds an IMDb rating of 8.4 with a 91% score on Rotten Tomatoes. It premiered to critical acclaim, earning a nomination for Best Limited Series at the 2026 BAFTA TV Awards. The show struck a nerve with viewers across the UK and beyond, dominating Netflix's top 10 and sparking widespread conversation about environmental justice.
The Residents.
I'm trying to solve a murder and I've got the FBI, the President of the United States, and Kylie Minogue breathing down my neck.
This 8-episode mystery series, created by Paul William Davies, premiered on Netflix in March 2025. It transforms the White House into a stage for a thrilling murder investigation where Chief Usher A.B. Winter, portrayed by Giancarlo Esposito, is found dead during a state dinner. Uzo Aduba, character of an eccentric detective Cordelia Cupp, is brought in to solve the mystery. The story kicks off in a tense hearing where Cupp reviews testimony from a diverse cast of staff and staffers, ranging from pastry chefs to presidential relatives and guest dignitaries.
We're making progress. I would go so far as to say we're almost done here.
Really?
Each testimony comes with secrets and motives. As she follows the clues, Cupp's dry wit and sharp insight turn every corridor and banquet hall into clues on a grand chessboard. The narrative continually surprises, balancing lighthearted moments with sudden dramatic twists. The series has an IMDb rating of 7.7 and debuted in Netflix's global top 10, climbing to the #1 spot in the US. The Residents blends palace intrigue with tongue-in-cheek detective work, making it one of Netflix's most talked about series of 2025. Adolescence. This 4-part British psychological crime drama is created by Jack Thorne and Stephen Graham and directed by Philip Barantini. The show unwinds in real time, with each episode filmed as a single unbroken shot, plunging you into the intimate turmoil of one family ripped apart by tragedy. The story begins when 13-year-old Jamie Miller, played with chilling perfection by Owen Cooper, is arrested for the murder of his schoolmate Katie. The series steps inside his home, the police station, the school, and the juvenile facility, revealing layer upon layer of grief, confusion, and unanswered questions. Stephen Graham plays Jamie's father, Eddie, struggling to accept what's happening to his son. The investigation digs into toxic online cultures and radicalizing influences, while Jamie's mother, sister, and the detectives each confront their own conflicts and biases. The series has a 98% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, along with honorable mentions from NPR, Time, and Rolling Stone, all hailing it as one of the year's best dramas. IMDb users rated it 8.2, and the show amassed 114.5 million views globally, landing it in Netflix's top 5 English-language originals ever. North of North.
A person like you to bring the generations together.
God, I love it up here.
This heartfelt small-town comedy drama premiered on Netflix in April 2025, with 8 episodes created by Stacey Aglock MacDonald and Alethea Arnaquq-Barrell. Set in the Arctic hamlet of Ice Cove, Nunavut, North of North follows Analambe as Siaja, a young Inuk mother who shocks her tight-knit community by leaving her husband. Determined to create her own path, she returns to her mother's home with her daughter Bun, facing the town's judgment and rediscovering strength in tradition and resilience. Fighting to build a life, Siaja applies for a community coordinator job, forming new friendships and caring for her daughter.
Want to make our community a better place. Any tips?
Just be you.
She reveals the joys and challenges of growing up for the indigenous community in the far north. North of North shines with its authenticity. The show was filmed entirely in Iqaluit with a predominantly Inuit cast and crew. It holds a perfect 100% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb praises it for its heartfelt warmth with a rating of 7.6. Netflix quickly renewed it for a second season, and it reached the top 10 in the UK, lauded as one of the surprises of the year for its care, humor, and cultural voice. The Breakthrough.
You familiar with the double murder in Linköping in 2004?
Absolutely.
Good. I thought we could,
Directed by Lisa Saiwe, this 4-part Swedish true crime drama premiered on Netflix in January 2025, based on the non-fiction book by Anna Bodin and Peter Sjöland. The series dramatizes the real-life 2004 double homicide in Linköping, Sweden. The case remained unsolved for 16 years until a breakthrough in the 2020 through forensic genealogy led to the identification and confession of the murderer. The series stars Peter Eggers as John Sundin, the lead detective, and Matthias Nordqvist as Per Skoglund, the genealogist who played a pivotal role in solving the case.
I got a big old drive ahead of me, so I should hit the road.
yeah, of course, you get going. I'll be in touch with you soon.
Good.
The narrative unfolds with a focus on the emotional and ethical complexities faced by those involved, offering a sensitive portrayal of the impact on the victims' families and the community. Critically acclaimed for its meticulous storytelling and emotional depth, The Breakthrough holds a 7.1 rating on IMDb. The series has been praised for its respectful handling of a real-life tragedy and its emphasis on the human aspects of the investigation. The Breakthrough stands out as a compelling addition to Netflix's true crime offerings, distinguished by its thoughtful approach and dedication to portraying real events with integrity. The Eternaut.
Las partículas radiactivas caen sobre nosotros.
This Argentine sci-fi thriller is based on a 1957 graphic novel by Hector Germán Westerheld and Francisco Solano Lopez, and it premiered on Netflix in April 2025. Directed by Bruno Stagnaro, the 6-episode series reimagines the classic tale for a contemporary audience, blending elements of survival horror with political allegory. Set in Buenos Aires, the story follows Ricardo Darín's character Juan Salvo, who is a war veteran. Juan, along with a group of survivors, faces a city blanketed by a lethal, otherworldly snowfall that kills on contact.
Un llamado a todos los sobrevivientes. No están solos, juntos somos fuertes.
As they struggle to survive, they uncover a deeper, more insidious threat from an alien invasion. The series has been lauded for its atmospheric tension and strong performances, particularly Darren's portrayal of Salvo. It holds a 96% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.3 user rating on IMDb. Praised for its grounded storytelling and the way it updates the original material to resonate with modern audiences, The Eternaut stands out as a masterful adaptation of its source material. With its compelling narrative and timely themes, it has become one of Netflix's most acclaimed original series of 2025. The Four Seasons.
I'd like to make a toast to friends, family, and finding your soulmate.
The Four Seasons is an 8-episode dramedy created by Tina Fey, Lang Fisher, and Tracy Wigfield. Inspired by Alan Alda's 1981 film, the series follows 3 married couples, Kate and Jack played by Tina Fey and Will Forte, Nick and Anne by Steve Carell and Carrie Kenny Silver, and Danny and Claude by Coleman Domingo and Marco Calvani. The show revolves across their cherished tradition of seasonal getaways, but their ritual is shaken when Nick announces he's leaving Anne for a younger woman, Erica Henningsen's character Ginny, who joins their trips. What begins as a fun reunion turns into emotional terrain involving midlife crises, health scares, generational gaps, and grief.
How did you two meet?
Ginny is my dental hygienist.
I get it. She's young and hot, right?
Don't see a ton of upside for me in answering that.
Carrie Kenny Silver delivers an especially powerful arc as Anne confronts life's unpredictability. The series holds a 7.2 rating on IMDb. It debuted at #1 on Netflix's English TV chart, gathering 11.9 million viewing hours in its first 4 days, and maintained a top 10 position globally for 2 weeks. Renewed just 2 weeks after launch for a second season, The Four Seasons is a rare Netflix show that balances warmth and emotional sincerity.